In a time where our computers are cramped with the latest RPGs full of seriousness and flashy graphics, it's nice to come across a wacky, sarcastic, and fun game like Kingdom of Loathing. Please welcome the creator of Kingdom of Loathing, Zach Johnson. How are you, Zach?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
So, I have to start off. You got lots of fans of Kingdom of Loathing. What is it? Just for the people who still don't know.
Well, it is a web-based multiplayer role-playing game. Mm-hmm. It's pretty goofy. Thematically, it's sort of a parody of other the kind of Tolkien-esque high fantasy RPGs. Pretty small operation. It's me and my longtime friend Josh Knight, who is Mr. Skullhead in game. I'm Jick.
Good to know. Good to know, people.
He and I do all the writing, do all the content creation, and then I put the stuff together, do the amazingly detailed artwork. I
was going to say this is really, that looks like a burger over there, in a bottle, and you get stick figures.
A lot of beer, a lot of martinis, a lot of just sort of random parodies of food products. The abominable snow cone, one of our favorites.
Oh, good. Of course, you got to have abominable snow cones. So now this is not. What else do you guys have? So even like the places that you go are sort of tongue-in-cheek, as you would say.
Yeah, the one of the areas you can go to is the aptly named Nearby Plains, sort of a take on the. Sort of place where you go in EverQuest and that kind of game to kill the rats and the rabbits that you have to kill to get to second level, so you can kill the bigger rats and the bigger rabbits. One of my favorites is the Misspelled Cemetery. We couldn't really figure out any way to make skeletons and zombies funny in and of themselves, so we decided that the gimmick for this zone would be that none of them are spelled correctly. So you get the Zmobi, you get the.
I was fighting a goo-goo or something
the goo-all. We get a lot of bug reports that the items that the goo-alls drop, we've misspelled the word ghoul, but then we have to say, it did come from the misspelled cemetery.
Yeah, it was misspelled on purpose.
Right, here's the spiny skeleton.
Oh, yes, the old skeleton.
Skeleton's there.
Boy, and he's spiny. Look at the guy.
He'll get you every time, yeah.
Well, so I assume you're a kind of guy that can just walk through and just, whoosh, everything's dead, right?
Well, not necessarily. I sort of can... I didn't even look at the numbers before I put this up here.
Well, you hit him, it was like 53 damage.
Something weird going on. Yeah, well, I can adjust my level at will to sort of test things.
So it's nice to sort of be God in your own kingdom, really, is what it is.
I guess so. A lot of people talk about it like that. I'm not entirely comfortable with the idea, but I'm more just a conduit to the.
That's very sweet of you.
Ebb and flow of
very gracious.
parody.
So isn't there a haiku? There it is.
There is the haiku dungeon.
The haiku dungeon.
This is actually one of the few things in the game that was written by somebody other than myself or Josh. This is a friend of mine from grade school, actually.
Oh, wow.
He put together 25 or 30 haikus for in here. A yard of stout beer, bellowing drunkenly while beating goblin ass.
Yes. You got to do it, really. It's better to drink and do it than everything. So, and drinking is like the way to get health and stuff.
Yeah, well, it's unlike a lot of games, this is turn-based. You get a certain amount of adventures that you can play per day, and that sort of limits what you can do. The way to get more of these adventures is by eating food and drinking booze. Like here.
Sure. Yeah, that's healthy. It's normal.
You've felled 50 orcs, slaughtered countless hobgoblins. Now it's Willer time. So you acquire the ice-cold beer item, and this is something.
Can of Willer beer.
Yep.
It goes down smooth after killing orc people.
Sure does. This is one of the low-end ones, but there's.
So now this game is extremely addicting. I mean, we've got like 5 people in our office who've been playing it for months and months and months. Why do you think it's so addicting?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's sort of like anything else. Why is EverQuest addictive? You never know what you're going to get, especially here. There's sort of a random payoff for spending your adventures in a certain place. So, that's one of the good things I got out of my psychology degree was learning that a variable reward schedule makes you want to keep coming back. It's like a slot machine, you go as long as you have dimes.
As long as you have dimes, you can still do it.
You never know when you're going to get the good one.
So, and you have a whole radio station, a Kingdom of Loathing radio station?
Yeah, it's sort of unofficial. It was a few months ago. One of the players approached me. This guy who goes by Severed Toe in the game.
Of course.
He
know him. He's good.
Yeah, he sure is. He asked if I'd be interested in having him run a shoutcast station, just a streaming radio station, sort of dedicated to the game, and it has it is just taken off like crazy.
Yeah.
It's he and his girlfriend do a show every night where they give away a lot of sort of in-game items to people who answer trivia questions and stuff.
Oh.
And the thing is staffed 24/7 by DJs who are just people from the player base who are just sort of randomly playing music. It's actually getting big enough that people are coming into the radio station based on finding songs and stuff that they're playing via Shoutcast, and finding the game via that rather than the other way around.
And you host a show, right?
We actually just started last week. Yeah, we decided to use Skype, the voice over IP, sort of internet telephony program, and Josh and I. He actually lives in a different town than I do, so we got on either end of that and sort of let people call in and talk to us about what we're planning to do with the game and just sort of ask us questions and kind of just joke around on the air.
Well, that's cool. Well, Zach, thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. Yeah, baby. Zach Johnson. Now take a look at the screensavers.com for a special extra bonus interview with Zach. And still to come, Yoshi's going to turn a bunch of spare parts into a can cooler so your drink can stay cool. And up next, a shark fin that helps you stick it to the RIAA. We've got the Great White Radio Shark that'll have you recording all your radio broadcasts at your heart's desire. When the Screensavers continues, that goes good. All right. Thanks so much.
At CDW, we ship over 100,000 IT products